Yesterday, Jaden?
An organizer.
I did. Do you remember anything special about that organizer?
It showed you like arrows on it.
It did. It showed you. Go ahead.
And like little boxes where you can put your thoughts down in.
Yeah, we had boxes and thoughts to put them down. Thank you, Jaden. Well, today I'm going to show you one more way that informational authors can sketch across the page to get their ideas out before they're writing. I'm using my same topic of going camping. And I'm going to show you how I organized mine into a table of contents. Now you guys, as readers of informational text, you use table of contents all the time. Can you turn and talk to your neighbor real quick and tell your neighbor as a reader, how do you use a table of contents? Isaac, you can talk to me. How do you use a table of contents?
Like if it's a certain you have to go fully concentrate where to find
Okay. All right, writers, come back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you use a table of contents as a reader? Anna?
You use the table of contents to find what you want to learn about.
Exactly. But informational writers use table of contents in a totally different way because they use them to organize and plan what they're going to write about. So here is my table of contents for my story about going camping. Now, I want you to notice something here. I'm going to kind of show you this. Do you notice behind my pen that there's some other writing? Do you notice that?
Yes.
What did I do? Does anybody know what I did? Eileni.
You made mistakes.
I did, because informational writers, or writers in general, we all make mistakes. I had an original idea of how I was going to organize my table of contents, and I was going to organize it by questions. And then I got about 4 questions in, and I'm like, this doesn't work for me. So instead of throwing my paper out and getting another one, I erased and I wrote over it because I wanted you to see that. So here are my ideas for going camping, and you've heard me sketch across the page, but here's how I organize them in a table of contents. So the first thing I want to talk about is choosing a campground. And in that section, I'll tell all about how we choose campgrounds. Then I want to go into spring, summer, or fall. Because I remember I talked to you guys how if I'm going camping in one season, I have to plan differently than if I go in a different season. I put the menu next because I always have to plan food so I can shop. Packing for the family. Now if you guys remember, I had packing a different way. I had like toys, supplies, and clothes. I split it up. I can talk about how I pack for my kids and my husband and then how I pack for the camper. So I don't forget those important things like s'more sticks or the Dutch oven or the fishing tools. Because I said that my husband always forgets those. Fun while you are there. I thought that was a fun heading to come up and talk about the activities. And then if you remember from my organizer yesterday, I had some blank boxes because I couldn't think of another idea. Well, guess what? I thought of 2 more today. I thought of coming home because there's ways that we plan when we're coming home. Genesis, can you go back by Mrs. Johnson? Thank you. And then I thought about next time because the next time I camp, there's other things that I have to do. And then when I got done, I put a special one at the bottom. I put a bonus. Sometimes informational writers put like interesting things at the end of their book, like fun facts or internet links. Well, here's my new bonus that I came up with last night. Bringing a puppy. Because next summer when we camp will be the first time that we ever bring a puppy. So I better figure out how to do that and teach people how to bring a puppy. Now here's my next question for you. Let me think about how I want to do this. I want you to turn and talk to your partner again. But wait till I tell you what to turn and talk about. I want you to think about how I organized my writing. How could this table of contents now help you as a writer? How can you do something like this to help you organize your writing? turn and talk to your partner.
Writing helps. You can organize your writing. It helps write because you can get all your thoughts down. So easily, and what you want to write about, then you will know what page you want to read about the story. You can use the table of contents to get around in the book faster because, you know which page you're going to. And if you need to, and writing, if you need to add something, you know that page because you already know what happens. Then you don't have to pay for a whole book. That's all you want. Because at the beginning, there's already going to be a table of contents.
Okay. It kind of makes me think that you're talking about like steps. Like it helps you get the steps in order. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. All right, second graders, let's come back in 5, 4, 3, excuse me, I don't want to step on toes, 2, and 1. What did you talk about with your partner? Scott.
We talked about that a table of contents helps you to get your ideas down quickly so you don't have to think a lot. Like if we're doing a test, you don't have to think. You have all your ideas down right on the table of contents.
Oh, so then when you have your ideas, then what will you go back and do?
You will look at the table of contents and then you know what to do.
So this will help me add more...
Detail?
Who just said that? Peyton, tell me about that. Tell me more about adding details.
Or you add details to your page. Like if it doesn't sound like right or something, you can add something about it.
Okay, so this will help you add more details. Aiden, will you share what you and Anthony talked about? How the table of contents will help you organize your writing?
It helps you organize your writing for putting it in steps. Like if you're packing up to go somewhere, you could put first and second what you're gonna do. Like first you're gonna pack up and you're gonna tell on that page what you're packing up.
Okay, so it gets you those steps. Aiden was talking a lot about how you have to put things in order, and the table of contents will help them do that. Cooper, what did you talk about with Julian?
It helps you get your chapters done faster.
Okay. How can it help you get your chapters done faster?
Because when you have that down, there's you don't have to think about the chapters.
What do you have to think about then?
What to write.
Okay, so when you're saying chapters, I kind of think of that in informational writing as topics or ideas, and then you know what to write about, so then you can add a little bit more. Okay, Anna, last one.
Me and Jaden were talking about how when you use a table of contents, it's easier because you just put the topic and then the page number, and you don't really have to go search through the book and find it. You just go in the table of contents, look at the page, and then go to the page.
Perfect. Now, because you said something about page numbers, did you notice, did I put page numbers on my table of contents right now?
No.
No, I didn't. Why didn't I do that? Scarlett.
Because you didn't get to write your whole piece yet.
Oh. So when would I add the page numbers, Scarlett?
When you're done with your piece.
And why would I do that?
Because if you did the numbers first, you would have to put your pages in that order, and that order is probably not how you wrote it.
Oh, so it gives me the opportunity to change my order. And what if I write about more in one section? Like the menu might be a longer section than coming home. So I might need more pages. So like as Scarlett said, I don't know what I'm going to need until I'm done writing. Thank you for helping us and bringing that up. And Anna, thank you for bringing that up too. So we can see writers that as writers of informational text, We have to find a way to organize our ideas so that we know what to teach our writers about. And this week we showed you 3 different ways. Now today, as